The awarding of the Spirit of the Meat Trophy to the JF-17C Block III at the 2025 Royal International Air Tattoo (RIAT) represents not just a ceremonial recognition, but a layered and deeply meaningful achievement within the world of military aviation. To appreciate the significance of this moment, one must understand both the evolution of the JF-17 program itself and the standards, expectations, and context of RIAT, an event that has, for decades, brought together some of the most advanced and operationally significant aircraft from around the world. Winning any recognition there is not simply a matter of participation or political presence, it is earned through demonstrated merit, professionalism, and the ability to stand out amidst aircraft and crews that represent the apex of current air power. The journey of the JF-17, often referred to in earlier years as a budget fighter or low-cost alternative, is a reflection of deliberate strategic development. The original concept was rooted in the need to build an affordable, flexible, multirole fighter that could bridge the growing technological gap between older third-generation aircraft and the more expensive fourth- and fifth-generation jets being introduced by countries with advanced aerospace industries. The platform was meant to be modular, customizable, and capable of integrating new technologies without requiring a full redesign. In the earliest stages, the JF-17 was met with skepticism. It was compared unfavorably to legacy fighters from more established aircraft producers, often criticized for limited payload, avionics that lagged behind top-tier competitors, and an engine choice that was perceived as adequate but unremarkable. However, as time went on, each successive block of the JF-17 program introduced improvements based on both field experience and technological progress. The Block II introduced improvements in avionics and weapon integration, and a limited increase in radar capability and survivability features. It laid the foundation for what would become a much more ambitious upgrade in the Block III. With the arrival of Block III, the platform effectively made the leap from being a low-cost fighter to a more serious fourth-generation plus platform with many features that align with modern combat needs. These include active radar homing missiles, digital radar warning receivers, integrated data links, and more. One of the most significant additions in Block III is the AESA radar system. Active electronically scanned array radars are not just a step up from earlier mechanical or passive arrays, they change the way the aircraft engages and processes information in combat. With faster target acquisition, improved tracking reliability in the face of jamming, and a significantly reduced probability of intercept by enemy systems, AESA radars dramatically enhance both the survivability and lethality of the aircraft using them. AESA integration into the JF-17C gives it capabilities comparable to significantly more expensive aircraft, which is why the aircraft's appearance at RIAT 2025 attracted more attention than might have been expected just a few years ago. The Spirit of the Meat Award also reflects something far beyond raw technological capability. It speaks to how an aircraft and its team embody the values of international air cooperation, presentation, and the character of military aviation. The JF-17C team at RIAT had to manage a complicated long-range deployment that required not just combat aircraft, but also logistics planning, aerial refueling support, backup systems, and a coordinated effort between multiple air assets and flight crews. The journey itself was a statement of operational readiness. It showed that the JF-17C could be deployed rapidly across long distances. Sustained over several days, and prepared for flight demonstrations and display in a foreign environment, an operational feat that many aircraft in its weight and cost class are rarely asked to do. During the event, the team presented the aircraft with confidence, precision, and consistency. Onlookers ranging from airshow visitors to senior defense officials were able to examine the aircraft's systems, see the quality of its manufacturing and design up close, and engage directly with the pilots and technicians responsible for maintaining and flying it. Every detail, from the way the aircraft was cleaned and parked to the uniforms and conduct of the ground crew, contributed to a cumulative impression of professionalism. This is often what distinguishes Spirit of the Meat winners, the complete presentation of an Air Force's identity, competence, and operational character. In the air, the JF-17C Block III performed routines designed not to show brute power or radical maneuvers, but balanced, precise, mission-relevant capabilities. High-speed passes, tight horizontal turns, high-angle climbs, and weapon bay demonstrations, if applicable, were likely performed to highlight its agility, control, and responsiveness. Importantly, the flight displays also show how well the aircraft handles under different loads and mission profiles. These are not just aerobatics, they are calculated demonstrations of the aircraft's actual flight envelope, stability under G-loads, and aerodynamic efficiency. The pilots are not just performers, they are tactical operators showing what the aircraft can do in a fight, under command, under control, and under pressure. It's worth noting that military aircraft recognition at an international event is not just about a single jet's performance. It represents years of engineering, testing, training, and resource allocation. From the drawing board to the production line, from simulation systems to flight schools, from spare parts inventory to battlefield command integration, the entire ecosystem must work to produce a fighter jet that is both technologically viable and militarily relevant. When the JF-17C Block III received its recognition at RIAT, it was, in effect, an acknowledgement that such an ecosystem had matured to the point of international credibility. This recognition may also have effects beyond prestige. While the spirit of the meet is not an Arms Expo award, it naturally increases the visibility of the aircraft to global buyers, partners, and defense analysts. For countries exploring alternatives to more expensive fighter jets, the JF-17C's performance at RIAT, and its ability to travel, operate, and be recognized among the world's best, may encourage serious reconsideration of the platform. It also demonstrates to current operators and potential partners that the program is alive, supported, and still evolving. In broader terms, this moment reflects a shift in global aerospace dynamics. Aircraft that once were considered peripheral to the traditional power blocks are now winning awards, drawing attention, and being seen as serious players. The JF-17C Block III's RIAT 2025 performance and the spirit of the meet award together signal that, while prestige may follow innovation, it also follows reliability, discipline, and a consistent upward trajectory in capability. The aircraft, and the team that flew and supported it, have reached a level of maturity and international recognition that would have seemed unlikely a decade ago. That shift isn't just symbolic. It alters how future procurement, alliances, joint exercises, and even doctrine discussions might unfold. It suggests that capability and credibility are now more widely distributed across the global aviation landscape. And for the JF-17C Block III, it means its story is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning to be told on the world stage.